All right, everyone, welcome back to the Untitled Nobodies podcast. Today we have a wonderful, wonderful round table. Let's see who's here.
Hey, it's Pete.
Hi, I'm internet celebrity Rob Lowe, and one time I ate chocolate chip cookies dipped in cheese sauce.
I'm not famous at all. Also Rob.
I'm Dale.
Sibs.
I'm Terrell.
I'm Freddie, and I actually do like licorice. Let's start the podcast where we're talking about food this week.
You monster.
Cheese sauced Oreos. Sorry, I gotta start this one off real quick. Cheese sauced fucking Oreos. What's wrong with you, dude?
No. Okay, one, I was hoping you were actually gonna break during the intro, but two, did I say Oreos? Because I said chocolate chip cookies.
You said chocolate chip cookies. I'm pretty
Okay,
sure.
whatever.
Chips
Either way,
Ahoy's,
cookies
not Oreos, but
cookies
yeah.
and cheese. What did you go do? What did you
I like
do?
how we're
Go
starting
to a
off strong.
melting
I love
pot?
it. I love it.
Did you
So,
go to
here's
the
what-
melting pot just to dip cookies and cheese sauce?
No.
You went
So
to
here's
go
what
fondue
happened,
some
right?
cookies.
Little baby Rob Lowe was one day, you know,
28-year-old
he
Rob
wanted
Lowe.
he wanted some chocolate cheesecake, right? He wanted some chocolate cheesecake. We did not have chocolate cheesecake. I don't even know why I wanted chocolate cheesecake at this point, but we didn't have it. And I'm like, all right, how do I fix this problem? And in my head, fixing this problem was getting chocolate cookies because it's a dessert with chocolate in it and some kind of cheese thing. And luckily we had either, I don't remember if it was like cheese dip or cheese whiz or something like that. And I said chocolate and cheese and a dessert. This is what I wanted. So I just fucking started putting cheese on my chocolate chip cookies and I ate them.
Oh, God.
This is why you need to be monitored whenever you eat food, because you're just gonna do stupid shit and you're gonna hurt somebody, most likely yourself.
I mean, you know what? I lived.
As long as he doesn't feed it to anybody else, I think we're okay.
Yeah,
Look,
that is very true.
Look, I heard him say that. And I was like, do I bring this up in the intro? Do I literally just say fuck it, diving off the deep end, and I'm just tackling this right now?
That's what
'Cause
I
ain't
wanted.
speeding
That was
past
my
this
goal
bitch.
there because I had another one which would have not it wouldn't have broken anybody, but that's the one I chose because I'm like, I want somebody to break on this. And you waited
No,
too long.
I was like, we're just not speeding past this one because I feel like if no one brings this up, we're just gonna overlook this.
I almost didn't even want to talk about it. It was so disturbing to listen to.
I like
Yeah,
putting
so-
chocolate chip cookies on ham sandwiches.
What?
Oh, what's wrong
Delicious.
with you people?
You know
What's
what?
wrong with the
Complain
Robs?
after you try it.
You know
I
what?
mean, like, I choked
no,
on a
it's
goddamn
not like cheese and
noodle
shit,
at some point
just-
in time, but I don't do wild shit like this.
Just ham, bread, and chocolate chip cookies, alright? Nothing crazy. No cheese.
Oh,
Limited
It's
amounts
like
of
going
dairy.
to Subway, getting a ham sandwich, and then just putting the cookie on the sandwich when they give it to you.
Sure.
I want you to
So
do that in
wait,
front
do
of
you
the
do that
people
like
at
Subway when you get like a hero?
No,
you just
no.
like,
This was
yeah,
like
let
as
me
a
get the
child.
cookies. Put the cookies in the sandwich.
Crumble them bitches. Crumble them on
I would
there.
like for someone to do that in front of the people at Subway. Like, say you get your sandwich and your cookies, you just go to a table where they can see you, unwrap everything, put the cookies in the sandwich, and rewrap it. Just look at that horrified face that they're gonna
Even
have.
better.
And just make eye contact too the entire
Your
time.
whole way
Don't
through,
break
yes.
eye contact.
Don't
What
bother
did the
unwrapping
people
it.
What did the workers at Subway ever do to you that you subject them to that?
I wouldn't
They
subject
worked
them
at
to
Subway.
anything.
Yeah, you mean
Shit, I used to go to
Subway?
Subway all the time when I was working for FedEx, and it's
They've
like
s-
those guys hooked me up. Got free cookies almost all the time.
Even better. Order all the vegetables. Get down to your table. Take all the vegetables off. Put the cookie on there.
Oh, what's wrong with us?
So what other war crimes?
Oh, well,
does
we're
someone
gonna
wanna
find
look
out
into?
what's wrong with us because
Yo,
Jimmy's will be rustled today, boys.
I'm pretty sure I have a good story because it is how Rob Lowe and I essentially became friends at first.
Oh yeah,
Rob, you know our friendship
is
was
built on one thing:
cake and bacon.
cake and bacon.
Those are two things.
Cake
Yep.
and bacon.
No, cake and bacon is one thing.
Yeah, it's
singular.
one word.
So, back when we were still in college, and I knew who Rob Lowe was. It was before he was an internet celebrity.
Yeah, I knew Pete. This was back when he was a drug dealer.
I was not really a drug dealer. That was just my nickname. I have to make that clear.
To any government
of all those
officials
drugs
listening
he
to
dealed.
this, he
No.
never sold illicit drugs
I
that I
did not
know of.
have relations with that drug.
Oh, that's as bad as people saying I had a drug jacket. It was just a very puffy bomber.
No, like that was just my nickname, which caused a lot of trouble and misunderstandings in college.
No,
But
that-
that's
that
not what
time
we're
you
talking
almost got
about.
Arrested.
Good times.
Listen, we're not here to talk about college
Freddie just
stories.
said, good times.
We're here to talk about how me and internet celebrity Rob Lowe became friends because of cake and bacon, and that's because our good friend Chad back in the day came in because he made a rum cake. Now, when you think of a rum cake, do you just imagine a loaf?
Oh, it depends.
No.
It depends. There's some people who will literally make a loaf of rum cake or make an actual fucking cake of rum cake. Either way, I hope they were boozy.
I think the only time
Okay,
I've
it
ever
was.
had rum cake, it was shaped like a funnel cake.
So this was like an actual loaf of rum cake. It had no cream or anything on it. It was just a loaf of rum cake, and it tasted, And I remember me and Rob Lowe were there when he was giving it out for people to try, and we're both just like not feeling it. And I'm like, this isn't as good as it could be. Rob Lowe's like, yeah, it needs something, and I just go, you know what this could use? Bacon. And then Rob Lowe's just like, I can get behind this. So I was like, give me a minute. So I went to the kitchen in the lunchroom, and I asked the lunch lady, can I get like 4 strips of bacon and a knife? And she's like, okay. So I just paid like $1 or $2, whatever, for bacon. Went back, chopped up that bad boy, and I just put it inside the cake. And I'm just like, this is infinitely better.
I'm not
I'm
sure
assuming-
which is the worst part of the story, the school cafeteria bacon or the rum cake that was unsatisfying.
I'd say the school cafeteria bacon.
No, the school cafeteria's bacon was legit. This was before they went cheap on us. This was in college.
How
where
did
they
you
actually
stuff
had
this
real
cake?
food.
Did you just take this handful of bacon and like jam it in there?
Yeah, pretty much. I would sprinkle some on top too.
So you say
I'm
she fisted a
assuming-
rum cake.
I'm assuming that internet celebrity Rob Lowe has we've lost him for the moment because there's no way he would not be chiming. Oh, I was like, where are you? You're not chiming in at all.
I mean,
So-
you were taking care of that story. I mean, I don't really
I'm
know
just
what else to
surprised.
add.
Usually we have like a thing going on whenever we tell
do,
stories.
but you know what? There's going to be a lot of back and forth going on today. So I said, you know what? Pete wants to tell the story. I'm gonna let him handle this
Yeah.
story.
All right, so yeah, that's pretty much it. And after that, that's how we became friends.
Yeah,
That's how
we both agreed how that cake made it. The bacon made the cake so much better, and we kind of then decided bacon makes everything better, doesn't it? Yeah.
Including
sure
your
does.
friendship.
Friendship was cemented. Cemented.
Bacon
Cemented
made our
on bacon
friendship
and
better.
I almost said pancakes.
Friendship was
Bacon and
inseminated.
cakes.
Yeah.
Who knows where we'd be right now if it wasn't for bacon?
Mildly healthier.
Yeah,
I mean,
accurate.
accurate. Yeah.
But to get on a side thing,
Here we go.
not really a my story. The reason we have so many people on the podcast today is because both Robs here, same day, have the same discussion with me, completely isolated and separate from each other. And I just lost my shit. I was like, what the hell? I was like, no, now you guys have to be on the podcast to
Literally
discuss your
shouted mid car ride.
like I was like, okay, talk about your bread. Go.
Sir, you mean raw toast?
Raw toast.
Wait.
So wait, do we both do the same thing?
I think we did.
You
Rob Matz, what is it?
Raw toast.
So the whole thing with me is I was telling Pete about how if I have like a loaf of bread, because sliced bread goes in the refrigerator, but if I get a loaf of bread, like Italian bread or what have you, it stays out on the counter. Yeah. And if I want it warm, I won't want rolls and stuff like that toasted. So what I will do is I'll actually put in the microwave for like 10 to 20 seconds, depending on how long. And that weirds people out. Microwave bread freaks people out because they're like, oh, it gets all mushy and soft and weird and chewy. And I'm like, no, I want that. Give me my weird chewy bread.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Your description
No.
is
In
terrible.
fact, you know what? I'll let you all know. I microwaved 3 pieces of bread today. 3.
You
I
monster.
just want you. I just
What were
want
you
to
making?
know right
Just
now
bread?
that I am like just.
He was making a Big Mac at home.
Boy.
Yeah.
I
Exactly.
don't know how
Each
to act.
individual piece of bread was microwaved.
I don't know how to act right now, my guy. Like.
I can't even eat bread without scooping it out because the soft doughy part I can't physically eat it.
That's called the bread.
It's called the bread.
I eat the crust and only the crust.
You-
I can't eat the
You just
soft
want
part.
crust. You can pay a lot
is-
less for bread.
All right, you know what? Yeah, don't even focus on me and Matt's weird like eating habits.
First of all,
Sibs
I don't
is
wanna
the
be
one
lumped
who
in with your
can't eat the
nonsense.
E and C on a BEC. All right, so we're gonna talk about her eating habits.
Why don't you just buy flatbread or tortillas if you're just going to eat the outside anyways?
Because one is extremely salty and it doesn't have the same consistency.
Neither one of those is extremely salty.
Yeah, you can get
Those
non-salt.
are bread.
Yeah, well,
So do you just go to like Panera and just get like bread bowls? But you're just like, yeah, no, don't fill it with anything. I just need the bowl made
no,
of bread.
I don't get
Thank
bread
you.
bowls. I get if I'm getting soup, I get it in a bowl and I get a side of bread that I then mutilate.
Why don't you just ask for breadcrumbs and save yourself the time?
Yeah, croutons. Croutons are just the best part of
I
old
just
bread.
want you people to know that in my head right now, just 21 Pilots, All My Friends Are Heathens is just playing through my head right now.
That's okay.
Just
I'll accept that.
everything,
I'll accept that I'm a heathen.
Don't worry,
It's okay.
you'll at some
everything
point.
I'm hearing is
At
just
some
throwing
point,
me into,
Terrell,
like,
you're gonna
internal
have
shock.
a moment where you're the villain.
I was just like in here with no. The tamest thing I have in terms of food is literally me choking on like a fucking ziti noodle or some shit. That's it. All of this wild shit is just happening. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I literally, like, when I was like younger, was just eating ziti and one of the fucking noodles just fucking flipped in my mouth and went straight down my esophagus. So I was choking, but I could breathe. I was not expecting the tube, people, but I was choking for like a solid 2 minutes. But I could still get air, and I didn't know
about
how
to
to
say,
act.
there's a hole in that noodle. You should have been fine.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, exactly.
And the noodle's
Not,
also
not like the
flaccid.
time I
It's-
choked on a gummy bear.
How do you... You know what?
Yeah, that's about right.
You know what? That
I
I could
have
probably
choked-
excuse.
Dang it,
I
Bobby.
guess. I don't know. I don't know anymore. You people fucking confuse me. And this started with chocolate chip cookies and fucking cheese whiz.
You just
Oh,
don't
it's gonna
understand our
go
culture
worse.
because you live halfway across the galaxy.
True.
It's
Culture.
gonna go worse.
I just like eating food, but holy shit.
I can see the appeal of microwaving some bread, though. I wouldn't eat it by itself, but, like,
Yeah.
sometimes you just want that consistency of, like, kind of fresh bread, but your bread's not that fresh anymore. Microwaving will give you that consistency for, like, a couple minutes.
The only time I've
Yeah, you
ever
have
Well,
had
to
that,
eat it
that'll
quick,
work
bread-
if it's stale. If you put
That's
like
the secret
a-
of the
You can still
microwave
do it
bread
to-
is you
to
have to
not
eat it
stale
within like
bread.
a minute.
right,
of it
but if you're
coming out
trying
of the
to
microwave.
salvage stale bread, I could understand doing it. If it's just regular bread that's not stale,
I mean, stale is...
He
is
just
our-
wants.
I want my
He
bread
just
warm.
wants warm. He just wants warm bread.
There's
Yeah,
no,
and
he
I don't
wants
want
warm,
it
soft
toasted.
bread.
'Cause I'm not about toasting my rolls. All right, if I get like a bialy or something like that, I'm not toasting it. It's going in the microwave.
I mean, I toast my rolls, but I toast it on the bagel setting.
Mm.
So it only
That sounds
toasts
like
the
it'd
one
be
side.
fine.
Yeah. That's smart.
I guess I don't know. I'm just
Even
not-
better, I put it so that I flip it, so I'm toasting the crust end, so the other end stays soft like a roll should be.
So speaking of
Microwave
war
bread.
crimes of food, have you ever guys heard of ortolan?
No.
It is so it's a tiny bird.
Oh, that's the little like endangered bird that
The
that
illegal
they
one?
soak in it
Yeah.
in like alcohol and then they flambe it, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
the thing that's
So-
supposed to be
And you
like,
eat it whole,
sadistically
bones and all,
good.
right?
You spit out the larger bones, but yeah. So basically, the way this works, it's tiny bird about the size of your thumb, and basically what they do is it's a French thing. They catch it, put it in a cage, cover the cage so that it thinks that it's night, and then because when it gets dark, they start like just overeating. So typically, you'll give them like figs or something, and basically they'll just bulk up and eat a fuck ton of food. At which point you then drown it in brandy.
Oh
roast-
yes, okay, and yeah.
Yep, roast it for 8 minutes, and then you pick it up by the beak, put it in your mouth, and eat the whole thing at once.
That sounds
gross.
horrible.
And
I only know about it because they did it on an episode of Hannibal.
Oh, I know
nice.
about it because of like I think they mentioned it in a cartoon or something like that.
So
Yeah, I'm
here's-
trying to
here's the
think. It
other
sounds
thing.
really familiar.
Here's the other thing: is that traditionally, you take a large napkin or a towel and drape it over your head while you eat it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some people say
Oh,
that it's
God.
to keep the aroma inside and have it all be part of one thing. Other people say it's that because this is an act so decadent and disgraceful that you drape a towel over your head to hide from God.
Hide your shame. Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah.
these birds became like so endangered at some point that it is essentially illegal to like touch them at
like,
all.
like the alcohol, like get rid of all their feathers, because honestly, that sounds gross.
I think more the flambeing it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the
It's
act of
terrible.
actually cooking it with like heat is gonna wind up
Yeah.
if it's that small.
Oh,
the
it's
feathers are
roasted
gonna
for-
wind up just.
So it's
gone.
drowned and marinated, and then it's roasted and plucked.
Right, but is it like when you say roasted, you mean like set on fire, not stuck in a pan?
I don't know. Doesn't say.
It's roasted and plucked, so
Oh,
probably
plucked,
not
okay.
in that order, but it gets plucked.
Oh yeah, roasted then plucked.
I don't know. Don't sound very tasty.
But yeah, it's a
It's a
French
real
delicacy
thing.
that was super legal, and also the former president of France, Francois Mitterrand, he had cancer, and his last New Year's Eve, he actually served it despite the fact that it was illegal.
I mean, what are they gonna do?
Who's gonna stop him?
Yeah, who's gonna stop a dying president?
Nobody, clearly.
Yeah, I
mean-
found it was on an episode of American Dad. That's where it was from.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
that's it. That's
Oh,
it.
yeah, that
because
sounds
Roger
familiar.
mentioned it.
Yes.
Ah, I remember
Sounds like
that.
something
Now.
Roger would do.
It's something Roger did.
Yeah.
I mean, it's only illegal in France.
Well, that's like the crazy thing, right? There's a lot of weird foods that the cheese. There's like that weird cheese.
Oh, the maggot
in
cheese?
Sicily? Yeah, the maggot cheese, where it's just a wheel of cheese and it's kept for so long and in like a gross, dank area that maggots start eating it. And it's like every other place, every country is like, yo, that's disgusting. Why would you do that? And I think it's Sicily. It might be somewhere else, but it's definitely in Italy. That's like the only place that eats it, and it's banned there because it's like it's gross. It's an actual like it's not hygienic at all because literally
because you can't let the maggots die in the cheese. You have to find a way to get them out, because if you eat a dead maggot, you're gonna get incredibly sick.
yeah. And it's just like why does that exist? That and the duck fetus thing. Where's that from?
Balut.
Like, yeah.
Balut,
where's that?
yeah.
The Philippines, I think.
Yeah, I think it's
Yeah,
Philippines.
that's another.
That I remember.
gross one.
That one I kind of know. Like, I'm like, okay, I'm for like different places having like these weird, interesting like food things. Maggot cheese though, there is a fine line that someone clearly crossed.
I feel like some people got lied to.
It's like-
That
well,
line
yeah,
was
there's
bold
a,
and everything.
There's a lot of lines that get crossed with cheese.
There's maggots in my cheese. No, sir,
Like
that's
the
a
Norwegians
delicacy.
and their poison shark.
Poison
Oh,
shark.
I know
You
about
mean
that.
their
Yeah,
fermented shark?
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
fermented
the
shark.
Carl.
Yeah. It's a shark that's very poisonous, but like all the poison during the fermentation process is just gone.
It's a Greenland shark, otherwise known as a sleeper shark.
I hear it's gross.
Oh yeah, it's absolutely disgusting. I think,
Oh yeah, I heard that the
Anthony
smell
Bourdain
that
almost threw up while eating it on TV.
Yeah,
that was
yeah, like I heard that the
Anthony
smell.
Bourdain is
of-
like a pimp. He you know, he'd
Well,
eat
dead.
anything, and if that got him, then you.
Yeah, what was it? Gordon Ramsay challenged James May to sample 3 quote-unquote delicacies. Ramsay couldn't keep down the Carl, but May was able to.
Bro, every part of every story involving James May and Gordon Ramsay is amazing, because James May will just like do shit and just make fun of Gordon Ramsay for not being able to do it, and it's just like, how is like the professional chef losing to just some old guy who reviews cars on the BBC?
It's just that would be.
I mean, it wasn't a cook-off.
Oh, okay, that's what it is. Yeah, so the shark is caught, gutted, beheaded, and then dug in a shallow grave. And then basically they just let it rest for a while, 6 to 12 weeks, depending on the season. So good luck planning that out. And then you cure it and cut it into strips and cubes.
Oh,
And
so
gave
it's
everyone their vomit
basically,
bucket.
shark jerky.
Yeah, it's basically
Yeah.
shark jerky.
And the shark is toxic because it has high contents of urea and trimethylamine oxide, whatever that is.
E and
Poison. Also, I
Yep,
looked up the
pee and
cheese.
poison.
It's not Sicily, it's Sardinia.
Yes, that
Yes.
sounds right.
Yeah, there's actually a similar thing to the maggot cheese. There's a tofu where they take these like tiny fish. I think they're called like some kind of loach fish, and basically what they do is they put the tofu in like a pot with some water, and they begin to boil it. And all the little fish are like, "Oh man, it's getting hot. Hey, that block of tofu's cold. Let's hide out in there." And then they go in and basically cook tiny fish inside of tofu.
Okay,
That kind
that
of sounds like it defeats the
Tofu's
purpose
gross
of tofu.
to begin with.
that doesn't. Okay, tofu prepared in different ways is actually pretty good.
Oh, but
But-
it just sounds like it defeats the purpose of tofu in that most people that consume tofu generally don't eat animals.
it's only white people.
Listen, I was just about to
yeah,
say
that's-
that is only the white man.
Yeah.
I'm glad everybody else got to that, because I was definitely thinking that.
Like, I have had some fried tofu with chicken. It's fantastic.
I don't
Yeah,
like
in
the
Asia they
consistency.
just eat tofu.
Yeah.
It's just a thing.
I mean, I guess
I-
the frying
I-
would probably change
I'm a
the
fan.
consistency,
I'm a
though.
fan of
No,
tofu
it makes it a
prepared
little
certain
crispy.
ways.
It's nice.
Oh yeah, especially crisp. Oh, that just reminded me of something. So I ordered food from this one Asian place a while ago. I don't remember the name of the place, but I had a friend over, and so we ordered some food. Food shows up. I had fried tofu and I think a bibimbap. So it was like that, and like a few other things came with it. And I think I also got like some deep fried veggies or whatever, or not deep fried, but fried veggies. I'm looking at it, or tempura veggies. There we go. I'm looking at it. I was like, what's this weird block? Because that's clearly not tofu. Fucking, I'm eating it, and you could hear me down the hall from my room just go.
It was the shark.
I wish that would have been more interesting. But I was sitting there. I took a bite of it. It's like, is this bread? They tempura'd bread? And my friend who was in the
Yeah, that's
bathroom,
you know what? That's so dumb. I love it.
my friend who's in the bathroom just starts losing her shit because I am loud as fuck, just going, they tempura'd the fuck out of it. Who the hell does this?
Now I have a really important
But was
question.
it good?
It was, you basically just took tempura and just tempura'd air. It tasted like nothing. It was
Rob.
literally me eating deep fried air.
Rob, would you put this tempura bread in the microwave?
I would not. I don't prefer putting any fried food in the microwave.
Okay.
That
That's
it's
a good
just,
point you make.
it's just such a wild, like, who would tempura? I mean, it was like, and you could tell it was bread too, by the way, because it had like 3 sides of crust on it. But I was just like, nah, maybe it's like a fucking radish or like a daikon radish or some shit like that, and it just got brown on the outside or some shit like. No, that was straight up bread. It was a goddamn lie. It was
Somebody's
straight up
leftover
bread.
Wonder Bread. They're like, oh, white people love this shit. Tempura it.
Part of me was just like, my black ass needs to just hop in my car, drive all the way down there, and just be like, "Did y'all really just tempura bread and send this shit to me?" I mean, I kid you not. I had tempura carrots. I had like, fucking, I think it's like lotus heart or whatever it is, lotus root. What I think, tempura that, fucking, like, I had food.
Did they
And then I
tempura
had
the
this
little
one
baby
piece of
carrots,
fried
baby
air.
corns?
That still would have been better.
Probably some
than-
broccoli.
Yo, I love those baby corns. Like,
I mean, it depends. There's some
I don't
places
know what
that
kind
do
of
really good.
magic that like was created to make baby corn, but like I'm all about that.
Well, a mommy corn and a daddy corn got together.
Also, I love the idea of a bunch of Asian people being like, "Yeah, tempura the bread. White people love that shit." And then they deliver it to Terrell's house. I'm like, "Oh no."
I felt very
They check his
insulted when
refrigerator
I
first,
ate
be
that.
like, "What kind of bread does he eat?"
I felt very
You know, when the delivery
insulted.
person comes into your house and checks your fridge.
I felt so insulted when that happened. And like, in hindsight's view, it's the funniest fucking thing ever. They fucking tempura bread. But in that moment, when I was like, "Huh, I don't know what this is. I'm gonna try it. It's, first time for everything." Takes a bite. This tastes like fucking air.
Speaking of,
Maybe they were putting you on that fried bread diet.
Fucking-
oh, that hot new fried bread diet.
Yeah, that hot new fad.
Like eating air.
Speaking of Asian what the fuck food stories, Freddie, you and me had an adventure in Japan.
Yes.
So me and Freddie, we were all hanging out to, like, was it a mall or something?
Sunshine City? Is that one?
Yeah, I think, yeah. That where we went and had Italian food
Yes.
in Japan.
I don't know what it was about you
Yeah, don't worry
guys
about it.
trying like food from other cultures while we were in Japan.
Yeah, so basically what happened was everyone's like, we're gonna go get sushi, and me and Freddie are like, we're not really interested in sushi. So me and Freddie are wandering around, and we come across an Italian restaurant. And so we go inside, and it was pretty nice. Very quiet place, not a lot of people there.
I think we're like the only two in there for like a little bit too.
Yeah, and then the waitress, I think, didn't speak any English. It was the bartender that spoke English. And so we point out what we want. I ordered like a pizza and some garlic bread. And when she brings out the pizza, she hands me this little like glass container of like some kind of gold liquid like thing. And I'm like, what the fuck? And so I asked her, I'm like, what is this? And she's like, and she goes over to the bartender and talks to him for a minute, and then comes back. It's like honey. I'm like, oh,
That's a thing.
for pizza?
Yeah.
Really? I've never.
Most of the time, what kind of was it? Just plain cheese pizza?
It was like a flat pizza, flatbread pizza. Freddie, there was like it
I
didn't really have. Like,
forget what
sauce
was
to
on it.
It had like it had meat though, right?
It's
No.
usually more for like
No.
your gourmet type specialty pizzas. It's not
Yeah, it was
like
like- it
a
was-
conventional topping.
Yeah,
It
It's
was,
more
it
for
was like a
Yeah.
very
high
thin
end.
crust.
Yeah, you're
it
not
didn't
gonna
really
go
have-
to Michelangelo's down the street and just get the honey there.
Yeah.
But if you go
Like,
to
if
like
you go to
bougie
a-
place that is doing
Yeah.
like gourmet artisan pizzas,
In
for
the mall.
parents-
My friend has
Yeah,
a.
this was in a mall.
Well,
That's a
it's
little
also in
odd then.
Japan.
It's
so,
also in
Yeah.
Japan, yes.
That's
like
fair.
any
My-
kind
my-
of Italian food over there is gourmet bougie.
But yeah, so I tried it. It was actually pretty good.
Yeah.
And also,
Yeah.
that was the best garlic bread I've
Oh
ever
god,
had.
yes. I really hope that place is still open, so whenever we go back, I can have more of that garlic bread.
Just
Google
flying
Maps
back
that
to
because
America.
I really have like a hard time imagining like an Italian place in Japan staying open.
Well, I mean,
Oh,
there's like a bunch
I could
of,
try and
like-
find it, but
Yeah, I know Japan
don't
has like,
know.
a bunch of like other like interesting restaurants that are definitely for food.
Oh,
like,
we went to the
Italian and
best
stuff like
one.
that. Like, yeah, you can definitely find them.
we went to a Hawaiian restaurant.
Oh, tiki tiki.
Tiki
That was
Tiki.
so good. I ate
It
a
was-
shark.
I also ate
Yes,
shark.
I also
I was
ate
not a
shark, too.
fan.
It was
I
alright.
thought it was okay.
It
was okay.
Kind of tasted a bit bitter, in my opinion. It was weird.
Bitter.
I think. I don't know. It was a long time ago. It was like 2
I don't-
years ago at this point.
Almost 3 now.
Yeah,
Oh,
it'll be
Jesus.
3 in May.
Yeah.
It was before I moved up here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there was also like that time at like 2 in the morning we went out for drinks and had like fried octopus. It was so good.
Did you guys go to any of those like little mini like bar fry stand things?
Izakaya thing?
I guess yeah.
Me and Jen went
that
to an
has, like, 10
izakaya.
seats and you just kind of go in.
Oh no. No, I know what you're talking about. That
Yeah,
I
no,
don't think I would.
basically
I
it's
don't, I don't
big-
think I would fit in there if it was empty.
Yeah, true.
But like an izakaya type bar thing, me and Jen went to one night. That was good. I enjoyed that.
I know Freddie got that all you can drink special.
Oh yeah. Then we also found this little like tea shop. I forget the name of it, but it was right near the Airbnb where we were staying. That was like
yeah.
the best amu rice I've ever had. So good. Bougie pizza.
Bougie pizza.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, if you ever like see, it's called Mike's Hot Honey. If you ever see that at a store,
Mike's
I know Trader Joe's sell it. Get yourself
Okay.
a bottle, and you just throw it like you could throw like a little drizzle on like pizza. It normally works best on like meat pizza, like sausage, pepperoni, that kind of thing.
Okay.
Yeah, throw a little and the hot honey just next level.
Vasco makes
the
the hot
thing-
honey now too.
Oh,
by the
Lord.
way.
Infused with honey infused with chili peppers. That's interesting. I'll have to look for this. There's like a Trader Joe's not far away from me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
checked it out.
I think they sell it at like other supermarkets too, but I've seen it at the Trader Joe's. It's not super common, but it's common enough.
I mean, I think
Let's talk
you
about
also...
Sibs not being able to eat eggs and cheese.
Oh, you can just order it straight from their site too.
I mean,
We just
There
talk
you
about
go.
we talk about our egg habits in general.
yeah. Let's get into that.
All right,
This
so
is a
bef-
fight.
Before okay, Sibs, you're the odd one out regardless.
Yeah,
But
this week
befo-
on venting Sibs.
yeah,
All my friends
I
are
love a
indeed
rousing
heathens
game of
because
Ben
they eat
Sibs.
eggs.
Mean.
But before we continue, since we have 7 people here, who here likes ketchup on their eggs?
Vomit.
I do, it
I've
just
done it on
depends.
occasions. I don't do it all the time.
I do-
I'll do it on rare occasions.
Well, here's the thing: would you put ketchup? How about would
Yeah,
you put
Sibs
ketchup
can't
on your
even
eggs?
answer.
Yeah.
That's you drop it down to 6. 'Cause she can't eat eggs regardless.
Yeah. Okay, so there's me, Freddie, Terrell has been known to, and anyone else. So it's 3 people.
It's 3-3.
All right. As we all know, Sibs doesn't count as a human right now.
Yeah.
Damn.
Love you.
Now,
But
I just need
All right.
to
So
make sure
since
to
you're kind of
clarify.
like the in between, Terrell, where's your standing on this? Because you're kind of waffling, so we need
Well,
to know like.
First,
where
I
you
need
at.
Pete to be specific. Is he talking about literal
no, eggs
just
in general
eggs?
right now.
Okay.
A egg in general, in like any form of egg. I'm not giving a specific right now.
All right.
So I've done it on
So-
on like scrambled eggs and on a few omelets. It's okay. Like there's moments where it's just like okay. I think personally to me it's also depending on how the egg is cooked,
How do you
where
prefer
that
your
might
eggs?
have a play into it.
Fried or fertilized.
But in actuality,
That was good. The timing was just spot on. But it's just like I do it because like sometimes where it's just like I want to have like slightly sweet eggs. And ketchup is known to be sweet, so I was like, ketchup on it. Now, all right, so let me own up from earlier. I do have one odd habit. I had to think about this, and this was only in self-defense of my
Scandalous.
grandmother when she was still alive, trying to just eat my food on occasions. So a thing I would do is normally I would make pancakes, and I'll have eggs with my pancakes. Or I'll make French toast, and I'll take whatever leftover eggs were there and either make an omelet or scrambled eggs.
All right. Before you continue the story, whatever you're leading to, I feel like I'm not gonna be in. I'm gonna be like on your side. 'Cause I
Okay.
feel it. I feel it in my bones.
Okay. So the one thing that I learned that kind of got my grandmother not to touch my eggs, where it was like, if I put syrup over my eggs, she's not going to bother them.
I'm on with this.
And it worked.
Mm-hmm.
So I got used to eating eggs that were some ounce of sweet over time. Therefore, because I don't have to just drizzle fucking syrup all over the plate, essentially, I'll on occasions have eggs with ketchup every now and then. Cause that way it's not pure fucking sugar.
See, that I don't mind as much. I just find ketchup on eggs revolting.
Yeah,
And it's
but
mostly
the
because of something my dad used to do. So
it's like a specific thing to you then.
Well, because
Yeah.
also a lot of people have issues with ketchup in general. Like some people just don't like how it tastes. So
Yeah.
a lot of
But
people
the-
that don't use it, it's because in general they won't touch it.
I mean,
But
I
we're
like
all
ketchup, but I just
everybody
don't want it on my
here
eggs.
everybody here except Terrell's from Long Island. So and the longest word in the Long Island dictionary is bacon, egg, and cheese, salt, pepper, ketchup.
That doesn't exist because the ketchup doesn't belong on the sandwich.
Yes, it does.
It belongs. Listen, we legitimately, like a few years ago, I put up a survey with all of our friends on back when Facebook still did surveys. And I was like, ketchup on eggs, yes or no? I have never seen my friends and the people I know so fucking hostile towards each other in my life.
Yeah, because
It was the most aggressive battle of right and wrong. I can't believe.
Our fault. You people don't have taste buds and need to
Yeah,
exhilarate
there
them
you
with
go.
ketchup.
We're trying to enlighten people of the world, and you have some monsters.
No. Like
Red
listen,
and Pete who are just
it
like,
depends
I'm
on
gonna
the
put
egg.
This, I'm gonna. Okay, here's the actually. You know
depends
what?
on the egg.
I will not put ketchup on an omelet. I will not put ketchup on an over easy or a sunny side up. I will put
not
it
have
on a
green eggs and
scrambled.
ham.
Sam, I am. Get the fuck out of here.
There's one thing egg related that I have found out was kind of tasty, but this only works in a corned beef hash. Is if you have a poached egg and corned beef hash and you take a little bit of Worcestershire sauce. Oh my god, that's so good.
Ooh, that sounds like it'd be good.
I got
have
introduced to that.
All right,
from
so
a-
hold on. So, okay, first of all, Terrell, back to your syrup thing.
Uh-huh.
See, as a fan of the diners, right? I always get the hungry man at the diner. For those who don't know, you get everything. You get either pancakes or waffles or French toast, whatever you want, and you get eggs, sausage, ham, bacon. You get the whole breakfast assortment. You get a side of toast. I'm going to smother my French toast and or waffles and or pancakes in syrup. And if that syrup gets on the egg, you know what? They doesn't even have to get on the eggs because I'm going to take a piece of the eggs and I'm probably going to mop up whatever syrup made it to the plate. Because I'm used to getting the smorgasbord breakfast, I don't find the egg and syrup thing weird.
Yeah.
But aside
Everything is one.
yeah, basically.
my main
aside
okay
from
with
that,
that is
I will
'cause of
say
maple
there's
bacon.
one time I will make one exception to the egg and ketchup thing, and it's gonna make sense, right? Egg burger.
I was about to say that. I was gonna say, okay, who here puts ketchup on their burger? Would you put an egg on it, and then would you put the ketchup on that?
See, that's the only time because I feel like the burger takes priority because I'm getting a bacon, egg, and cheese burger.
And that egg
I'm
is
not
always
eating the
a runny
I'm
egg.
eating the burger, and the egg is
Otherwise
a
you're
topping.
wasting time.
Whereas if I'm having a breakfast sandwich, the egg isn't a topping. The egg is the sandwich.
Yeah.
It goes from being the highlight to the accompaniment.
I have a question. What is everyone's preferred I
Form
guess,
of egg?
Style?
No, I was gonna egg as well, but also delivery system for bacon, egg, and cheese. Like, what do you put it out on?
Put it on a
Oh.
roll, bro.
Poppy seed bagel.
Yeah, on a roll.
I actually, you know what? It's a mood thing for
Like-
me, but I'm torn between a Kaiser roll and a poppy seed bagel. Poppy.
I was gonna
Poppy
say
seed
a
and bread.
bit
I don't do
of-
the bagel because the bagel's too dense.
Well, the thing is, you can get it scooped out then.
Yeah.
Apparently
You can
Sibs
get
said
it
it anyway.
get the way Sibs likes.
Oh, you don't even want to get into my not egg and cheese, bacon, egg and cheese.
Don't worry, I
wait,
haven't
what?
forgotten.
That was a
We're
lot of
digging
words
into
you
your
just said.
weirdness.
Is
That
it-
was
is
a
it
lot of
bacon,
words you
tofu,
just
and
said. Would you
cheese?
care to explain?
Well, the fact that I don't eat egg or cheese, a bacon, egg, and cheese just becomes bacon.
So you
on a
just get
which
to
is
be
bagel
honest,
or a
bacon
roll.
on a sandwich.
Are you
that's
are you
fresh.
just half
bacon on
vegan?
a roll.
No.
How is she
I
eating
bacon.
the most
Wait,
meaty
yeah.
thing?
Sounded
how-
offended by that.
How is she half
I don't-
vegan if she's
I
eating
have-
bacon?
The thing you literally have to kill an animal for is the part she'll eat on a bacon, egg, and cheese. She's the least vegan in that situation.
I said half vegan.
I
Also,
have
also
issues
at the
with
same
food
time,
textures.
What's
also,
the
at the
most
same time,
murder
have
you
to
can
use
put on
eggs
this
to make
sandwich?
a
I'll
bagel.
have that
So
one.
it's like the whole entire situation is completely counter-vegan.
Yeah,
How
well,
would
he's-
you
I'm-
eat a bagel,
vegan?
but
Need
It's
Dale
fine,
to make
guys.
the murder witch.
The murder witch.
Yes, it's the sandwich with the most amount of murder available.
Oh yes.
the brood witch.
The every meat sandwich.
The brood witch. Oh god, Rob. Also, I wanted to say, I'm also in Camp Bagel for bacon, egg, and cheese, except not poppy seed because I hate seeds. I
I
go
like
either
poppy
salt
seed
bagel.
bagels. I just hate
I had a
the
salt
remnants
bagel
of a
today.
poppy
It was a
seed
good time.
bagel.
Yeah, I go salt bagel if it's available, which at my old deli it usually wasn't. And then
Salt
if
bagels
not,
are gross.
egg bagel.
Yeah, man, you get a salt bagel,
Egg
you just
bagels
don't
are
add
good.
salt to your egg. And you
I
save yourself
miss-
some time.
I
just
miss
don't
egg
want
bagels
I just
so
don't
much.
add salt really to my. This is how me and Dale. Dale salts his pizza. Anyway,
Whoa!
You okay?
Oh,
Like you had a stroke.
I don't like a lot
Whoa.
of salt. Like when I cook my
Whoa.
food, I barely put salt in.
Why
salted
would you
butter?
put salt on something that's already super greasy in some scenarios?
Salt absorbs the
Oh,
grease.
Why would
you
you
guys don't
put-
even want to hear how I eat pizza.
Why would you?
Oh my god.
If you
I
say that you eat
spoon?
pizza,
Sims-
with
I
a
imagine
fork
you
and
would
a
eat
Sims,
knife,
the
I
pizza
will be
given
at your
the
house
cheese.
in two minutes if you say something that is going to be offensive to
If
me.
you say a
wait,
fucking fork
okay,
and a
wait, is
knife,
this-
my Jersey ass is gonna
No,
be.
no, no, I don't. No, no, no.
wrong
Yeah,
with
fork
I
and
was
knife,
gonna say,
no.
if you like put weird stuff on your pizza, that's fine. If you use utensils to eat your
No,
pizza,
no, 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 no.
we have a problem.
No, I
Remember
strip
stealing
all the
cheese.
cheese.
Shout out to
I
Chicago.
strip all the
I
cheese off my
understand.
pizza.
You eat that with a fork and knife. You have to.
No,
So-
no fork and knife.
So wait,
I,
wait,
I
wait,
might
wait,
use
wait,
a,
wait.
pizza.
I
You
might
can't
use a
fold
fork
Chicago
or a knife
pizza.
to scrape the cheese off if it's like fresh out of the oven, because burning my hand is not a thing I enjoy.
Why
but
not
I
just
will
get
eat the
breadsticks
pizza.
then?
Wait, what? You don't what?
I don't
You
eat
just
cheese.
like saucy bread.
So then why
Yes.
do you even eat it? Yeah, just get breadsticks. Get garlic knots.
I also get garlic knots, but
Why
not
would
every
you even
pla-
make
not
it an
every place.
also?
Because a lot of pizzerias also put cheese on their garlic knots, and I don't do that.
I mean, usually that's like a parm, though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
also
it's
normally
like-
you can
No,
ask them
some
not to.
some
Yeah,
some
also-
of the
also you
places,
can only
depending
ask
on where
them to
you
take
go,
cheese off a pizza,
put
so-
like melted cheese on it.
Ah, the
I've
cheesy knots
never
are
had
extra.
melted cheese on it.
No,
Great, but it's
I've,
extra.
I've gotten like
a couple of
Parmesan
places
shake.
don't sell it with any options, and
Never heard of them.
Yeah, I don't know
adding
what
the
kind of
cheese
shifty ass
without adding on
pizzerias you
price.
go into.
O Sole Mio doesn't sell them without cheese.
Maybe you should find a
Well,
new pizza
don't go to
place.
El Sole Mio, go to Vincenzo's.
Oh, I do. Well,
Also-
I didn't used to live near that one.
So I have a food question that I'm wondering if I'm alone. Does anyone else here fucking hate Parmesan?
No,
I hate
like
it.
I'm not
Parmesan.
I am not a fan of it.
I'm okay with it.
Like,
Pete,
I'll,
how do you
I'll-
feel about Alfredo sauce?
I like Alfredo.
That's basically
I know-
Parmesan.
I know, but that's the thing.
but it's
not.
a lot of
It's
Parmesan.
the thing is, that's the difference. Is like it's also consistency. Like I don't like Alfredo with what most people tend to associate God damn it, with Parmesan. Yeah, I don't like Parmesan with what most people associate with. Like I hate putting it on my pasta. I hate using
I
it as a
think it also
topping.
depends
Do you-
on the Parmesan itself, because there's like really sharp Parm.
Yeah.
You know what was really bad is at one of my old jobs there was this place that we used to get lunch from every now and then, and they had really good mozzarella sticks, but they would just fucking coat them in Parmesan. I'm just like, why?
Why?
Oh, that's monsters.
That's just
kinda
weird.
weird.
I'll eat
Cheese
that.
on
Yeah.
cheese, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'll
like,
eat
alright.
that.
That's cheese coated in bread covered in cheese.
I mean,
I
Where
personally
were
To
would
be
hate
fair,
it.
I'm probably
we
not
were-
the best person to like gauge with food because I'll eat almost anything without like any regrets.
Eating anything and liking anything are different.
No, speaking of cheese on cheese,
Yeah.
I forgot where we were. We were at like some restaurant,
Cheese and cheese. The rest.
Somebody got mozzarella sticks, and I think I got a pretzel, and it came with like a side of cheese sauce. And so I took a mozzarella stick and I dumped it in the cheese sauce and had cheese on cheese.
Listen, I
Sounds
can't even.
familiar.
I can't fault you because I love dipping my mozzarella sticks in sour cream.
Yeah.
I personally dip it in
I
buffalo
also
sauce.
do that.
I feel
That-
like
oh, yeah, that-
mozzarella sticks are
that's
like
also
French
good,
fries,
yeah.
where they're kind of just a receptacle for.
Please don't put a
whatever
mozzarella
sauce
stick in your
is
chocolate
available.
shake.
Oh.
Please refrain.
Oh my god!
I want to
asked.
do that now.
I got asked such a very
Just to spite Max.
specific thing.
Wait. Let's all go get mozzarella sticks and then go to Wendy's and get a Frosty.
So okay. So speaking of that, I got asked such a like state-specific thing like years ago, where I forgot what cue this up, but I think I got like French fries and a Frosty or something like that, and someone was around and they were like, "Are you from Jersey?" I was like, "Yeah, why?" Because you just got fries and a milkshake essentially. Don't tell me you're about to dip those fries in that milkshake. I just stared at them. I was like,
And he just took the container and poured all the French fries into it.
No, he
No,
reversed. He
but,
poured
like,
the milkshake into the fry box.
I had this look on my face, so it was just like, how the fuck did you? That's such a wild thing, lady or person or whatever. I don't remember. It was such a like long fucking time.
Human.
ago.
Was this just a random person?
It was a random person. It was such a
That's the
random
worst.
scenario that I wasn't
like
ready.
what do you? It's like, what does this person care?
Yeah,
Like,
Why are you
what
watching
anyone
what
does-
I'm eating?
Actually,
Yeah,
I
why
literally
were you
I got
watching
this
it?
shit, and I was on my way out, and it was just like, I literally stopped. Like everything in my head stopped. Like you could just see the perfect like just time frame, just freeze, and just me just go, huh? How do you know about? You know, I'm not gonna ask questions, but if I was gonna do anything with fries, I'd probably put gravy on these if anything, and walked away.
Oh, get that poutine.
But the fact that she
Actually-
brought up like fries in a milkshake specifically, I was just like, I feel attacked. I'm not gonna let her know.
I mean, you essentially were. That's a thing. I thought about bringing up is waiters commenting on your order.
Oh,
are the
I got
worst.
into an
There's
argument with a
special
waiter
level
once.
of hell
Never had that
for
happen to me.
waiters who
Yeah,
like.
I've never had somebody like question. Okay, did I tell? I might have told Pete the story about the Italian empanada.
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
So yeah, Pete and Fred know.
Freddie
So-
was there too.
Yep.
So I was out with Corey and Mike, and we went and I got into a discussion about how like empanadas are just dumplings, and you know, and so then like a calzone is just an Italian empanada, so which means a calzone is just an Italian dumpling, and everybody's getting like Corey, as Corey does, just getting irrationally mad at me for saying these things. We're in a pizza place, and they had a calzone, and I'm like, hey guys, look, it is an Italian empanada. They both just get irrationally mad, and then the guy at the pizza place was like, the fuck's wrong with you? Why would you say this sort of thing?
Why would you say something so true yet so
So
controversial?
controversial.
I feel like those things are all based off how they're cooked, though.
I mean, if you
Empanadas
go
are
to a
fried.
Chinese place and ask for a dumpling, like you can get a steamed dumpling, you get a fried dumpling.
Pretty sure those
Technically
dumplings
get a
are
baked
steamed
The
then
dumpling
fried.
itself is not how it's cooked. It's just fillings wrapped in dough.
Yeah, you gotta tell him the rest of
A
the story though.
corn dog might be a
Get out of here. All right, you lost your privilege to continue
A
now.
burrito is a dumpling. Changed my mind.
Wow.
I heard you just bring up the corn dog and start laughing. I was like, oh my god, why would you say something so controversial right now? Because now I'm thinking the same damn thing. A burrito is a dumpling. Not every dumpling is a burrito, but every burrito could be a dumpling.
Yeah, exactly. Think about it.
God damn it, bro.
I like how we've just broken the podcast where it's just me giggling about burrito dumplings and you just chuckling and everybody else just sitting there shaking their heads.
Freddie, what
I
are,
mean,
what are your
there's nothing
food
else we can
sins?
say. Repent.
I mean, I once put ketchup into mac and cheese because the mac and cheese is horribly bland.
Oh, I remember you telling me that.
All
but
right, you know
I don't
what?
think that was the way.
I'll let that slide. That's still such a like.
I think you were there
If you
for
don't
it,
do
Peter.
it if you don't do it regularly, if it was like a
Oh, no.
situation where you were just
Yeah.
like, I need something to enlighten this, that's
Yeah. Wait,
Yeah.
I was there for this.
No, Peter.
No,
Oh,
me,
okay,
me.
okay.
We were at the Burger Bistro,
Yeah, I still remember it. Like, just
and I was just like,
I
was
the
like,
thing is,
oh man, this mac and cheese looks so good, and I'm just like,
it did look good. It's a damn shame that it
I'm just like,
wasn't
there's no-
creamy or anything. It just,
I think it was like a
that-
cheeseburger one too, so I was just like,
Oh, that's
All right.
a shame.
Extra disappointing.
like
That sounds like it's okay if it's a cheeseburger one to put ketchup
Well,
in
yeah.
it, because then you just have ketchup on your cheeseburger.
Yeah.
yeah.
it's
But
like
I was
the
just
egg
like,
again.
I think Roblo was there too, and he was just like, no. I feel like you were there. Maybe I told you about
this
it. and
sounds familiar, but I don't remember it enough to say I was there, but it sounds familiar.
I remember
trying to
a
remember
But
who
Sid
yeah,
was
if
Freddy
you
there.
get like
committed once.
cheeseburger mac and cheese, I think Mac and Melts might put in ketchup in their cheeseburger mac and cheese. I think. Like, not
What
a
sin
lot,
did
but I
Freddy commit, Rob?
So, we were at an IHOP on the way
Okay.
back from Costa
Oh yes,
and it's pretty late,
it was like what 10 o'clock at night.
easily. And a certain Freddy orders IHOP's famous chicken Alfredo, chicken fettuccine.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, who like we were all very perplexed as to the decisions that Freddy decided to make that night.
I feel like
just looks
Freddy
good.
just orders Italian food in the wrong locations as like a way of life.
Going to Japan, time to get
No,
my
ch-
Italian.
No. That was a good
Yeah,
decision.
that was a good decision.
It turned out to be a good decision, but it was questionable.
No,
at
me and
the
It was a
time.
big risk and it paid off that
Yes,
one
it did.
time,
Yeah.
but not this time.
Wait,
Yeah, 'cause
Went
he
to
was
late
big.
night IHOP, time to get my Italian.
Wait.
No, because me
I just
Chicken-
wasn't in the mood for anything else on the menu.
Chicken fettuccine at IHOP.
It was something like that. It was a chicken pasta dish.
What?
I like how Terrell's it's only clicking now. It's just like, wait a minute. This sounds outrageous.
Just part of
To
me
say
is
the
just
least,
like,
it
I
did
know
not
you can
go
get
well
burgers,
for
I
an
know you
IHOP
can get,
or
like,
a
few
Big
other
Fred.
things, and then it's just like, since when did IHOP do Italian? I thought this was the
It might have
International
just
House
been-
of Pancakes,
they
not
learned.
the International House of
That was the
Food.
one day.
It might have been like a seasonal thing.
Maybe.
It could have been.
It wasn't a real IHOP, let's be honest.
Yo,
No.
yeah,
It was IHOB.
IHOP. But oh my god, no! They just,
Remember when
some of
people were
this is
getting
just
so
making
mad
me,
at
like-
IHOB?
Some of this is just slowly make me like miss like certain places that we would eat at for MagFest. But I like the Pub House has landed on my like list of like I could go for their jambalaya again.
That
large
wasn't
ass bowl
the,
of like
well, you mean Public House? That was
yeah,
good.
the Public House,
That burger place.
or
was a
as we like to call
huge
it, the Lake
disappointment.
House.
That jambalaya was good.
What
though.
about Brother Jimmy, son?
We
Yeah,
always
we
Yo,
go to
always
Brother
have
Jimmy's.
meat sweats on Sundays,
You would know
man.
that
Yo,
if you
Brother
didn't
Ji-
pitch out on
Pete,
us.
did you? I don't know if I told you, the Brother Jimmy's next
In New
to
York
MSG closed. They moved like further out.
What? That's so.
Yeah,
what?
it's,
Why?
I think it's like it's.
How am I gonna get like fucking shit faced before we jump on the train?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm
It's-
sure there's
it's
somewhere
close,
cheaper to
It's
do
close
that.
and actually, yeah. There's
way
like an
everybody else
Irish
does?
bar.
Well, it's
Literally,
not
the Irish
about
bar
the
that was
money,
right
it's
next
about
door
the
to Brother
memories.
Jimmy's is fire. But still, Brother Jimmy's fishbowl. Me and Pete have had fishbowl adventures.
Yeah.
I remember those.
Like
photos.
it was, yeah, that photo of me trying to drink a fishbowl by myself. I got pretty
Yes.
close, but I was like passed out on the table before it was time to leave.
That's called practice. You did it fine the next time I hear.
It's got to build up an immunity to fish bowls.
I don't think Pete was there the day I had a fishbowl, where I basically got almost all the I got about 3/4 the way done, and we had to make the train. Like the train was like 10 minutes away. Like so we're like, all right, we need to go. And what I did is I had a bottle of vitamin water, as I do, chugged the vitamin water, and then filled the bowl. I filled the bottle with the rest of the fishbowl. It was perfectly aligned. The table right next to me was just like, oh shit, yo, he just like they think I'm fucked up because I just drank all this liquor, and then they just see me expertly pour it after Mike tried too. Mike couldn't do it. I did it first shot, no problem, and they just like, oh. Which, by the way, shout out to that table. not even the table. Shout out to the guy at the table sitting next to me, because I think they were on like a date, like a maybe first or second date or something like that. This dude is getting shot down on every menu option he wants. All right, it's like the commercials where the guy's just like, I think I want the wings, and the girl's just like, don't get the wings, and he's like, all right, I guess I'll get like the steak tips, and she's like, you're gonna get that. And
That's how I feel
like,
every
we're
year
at
at
the
Brother
table like, oh,
Jimmy's.
this poor man, this poor man.
Every year.
shot
We get the
down
burnt
every
ends.
time he
Oh,
wants.
we don't have any of those. Son of a bitch.
Oh,
I
I
wait,
remember
wait,
that.
wait. What? So Rob Lowe
Yeah.
was the girl he was dating telling him not to get it, or was the waitress?
No, the girl, not the waitress.
So
You
okay, 'cause
only
that's
you
what I
guys
thought.
have problems with like waiters and waitresses.
Yeah,
I don't know where
No,
you guys
yeah,
are
I've
going
never
with
had
that.
a
They're
problem.
giving you side eye. All right.
I once got into an argument with a waiter because I put in my order for dinner at this one restaurant, and he told me that's not what I wanted.
That you know what? That he probably was trying to help you.
Wow.
Well,
like
so
like that was low
I-
key. Like that's like if you go, that's like if you go to IHOP. And you say you want a chicken fettuccine, and the waiter tells you you don't want that. And then you're gonna be
I
like,
got
"Yeah,
my
I
money
do."
back
He's
'cause
gonna
it
be
was
like,
awful.
I'm trying to help you, fam. Don't get
See?
this.
But mine was so this restaurant that we went to. Their most famous thing is they serve this thing called the crazy crab boil, and it's basically just a bucket of crab legs.
That's not that crazy.
Okay.
Market price, but it's a sizable amount of crab legs. And the waiter at the restaurant, like, I ordered it, and because they give different options on which type of crab legs you want, and I wanted just like the regular one that they offered, which was like their normal option, because they didn't used to have options. Like a couple of years ago, they had decided to offer it with all different types of things. So like, I just ordered the standard one, and the guy's like, oh, you don't want that one, you want this one. And I'm like, no, I don't. And he starts telling me why I want the other one, and I'm like, no, I really don't. And because I think he was trying to sell me like on Alaskan king crab legs or something, and I'm like, those all have spines. They take effort to open, because then I spend the whole night stabbing myself, and they're all cold by the time I'm done opening them. I just want regular crab legs, like I ordered. And he keeps arguing with me about how much more meat and whatnot I'll get for my money, and I'm like, yeah, but I'd like to eat it while it's still like warm. So no.
Yeah.
Argued with me for 10 minutes about what I wanted to order, and it got to the point that we told him, okay, well, if you don't bring the right order, we're just gonna leave. And I got my correct crab legs and a different waiter.
Yeah.
Nice.
And the crab legs tasted delicious.
I want some king
Good.
crab legs now. Fuck.
Yeah, what IHOP?
Curse me for living in Maryland.
I
where you
also
can
want
get
IHOP.
crabs, like all over the place. Wow, that sounds.
Yeah,
wrong.
right?
You're from Maryland. They like grow crabs. on
I'm
the trees
from
there.
Jersey. I live in Maryland. There's a difference.
You're from Maryland. Which one you
You're
live in
in
longer?
Maryland.
Fuck you. Actually, I just calculated that in my head. I was like, shit, he's gonna get me on this one. Gonna call me a southerner like JP. I've been here since like 06, and I was just like, fuck.
Yeah, that's long enough.
Ooh.
It's too long.
I mean, I have family down here, so I visited a lot, so I'm used to Maryland things. But God, I just when crab season rolls around, man, I love it.
I've never
The
had
best
crab.
time of year.
Yeah.
Maryland things like
Yo,
Cracker
crabs
Barrel.
are the best.
Crab
If I
tastes
could,
Oh, I love Cracker Barrel.
if I could ever get a house that has a dock off of it where I can just do crabbing from it, I would be doing that a lot.
I've
Like,
never had crab.
Oh,
better.
It's so good.
I hold
That's
crab
so
sacred.
good.
I hold crab sacred, so.
Still
Yeah,
want
it's
me and
true.
Pete gotta get some soft shell crab.
I mean, crabs are really just sea bugs.
I hold them sacred
That's
too
true.
in my
You be-
stomach.
you be
And shrimp.
quiet.
Shrimp are literally cockroaches.
Yeah, they literally are.
They're tasty though.
Delicious
Yeah,
cockroaches.
they're
Delicious
delicious, though.
cockroaches.
I
yo.
mean, you guys,
Look,
can,
if-
you guys can have fun with that.
Yeah, if you can't eat normal insects, why can't you eat water insects?
yeah.
Can't
I
why
mean,
not?
normal
And you
insects.
can eat
They
regular
taste better.
insects.
Chocolate
Yeah,
covered
seriously.
too.
Yeah, Pete, don't say you love the anime if you've never read the mango.
Alright, Pete.
You know I can't read.
I mean, seeing as how all life came from the sea,
But yeah,
sea
no, I'm not
insects
about
are
any
the
type of
manga.
seafood.
Yeah, I'm not big on seafood.
Yeah.
I don't know
I sent
why.
I sent
love
Pete I sent
seafood.
Pete a
Love
meme
seafood.
of
Yeah.
like it wasn't even a meme, it was a video of the dude going to like a sushi place and the guy's just like he's asking the waiter, "What else do you sell?" And it's just like, "Oh, you want a bento box." It's like, "What's in the bento box?" "Chicken." And the guy's just like, "Yeah, let me get that bento box." And I'm like, "Yeah, that's me." I've gone to the sushi with Fred and Pete and just been like, "Yo, what kind of chicken they got?"
Oh,
Come
no,
on, Getty.
so like, all right. So I have a weird thing. I don't normally eat cooked fish, but the only cooked fish I'll make an exception for is catfish. I'll eat sushi. I don't.
Oh,
mind
that's
fish.
southern. He's trying
I
to
will eat
play,
catfish.
but this boy eating catfish.
I will eat catfish. It's so good.
It is good.
I don't think I've ever had catfish.
Oh, it's tasty. It's wonderful. Depending on how it's cooked, it's like the best thing ever.
Blackened.
Because like sometimes you can go to a place and you can get catfish, but it's not seasoned. Like the breading for the catfish is just not seasoned at all, and sometimes that just does not help. So you need like tartar
Blackening
sauce. to, like-
everything helps.
Yeah, it's oh man, it's so good.
Eat the carbon deposits. Nom, nom, nom.
Oh, so I have a fun food story, even though it's not my food story.
Okay.
Acceptable.
So, my grandpa hated fish. Hated it with a passion. Would not eat it to save his life. And for years, there was this story that they would go to this restaurant, and every year he would order the corn fritters. Until one year when they reprinted the menu. And it went from being this marginally legible thing that looked like it said corn fritters to a menu that read conch fritters. And my grandpa's like, "When did you guys change the menu?" And they're like, "Oh, well, that item's been on the menu forever. There've never been corn fritters on the menu." So my grandpa, who hated fish for like 25 years, was ordering conch fritters the entire time.
That's hilarious.
I love
Yes.
it when a
That's
good
great.
conch harvest comes in. Conch has a lot of extra uses, like conch oil
Yeah, and conquer. And this bad
and popped
further.
conch.
But yeah, and the same thing happened to my mom, because my mom didn't like fish that much either. She was at some restaurant and they were serving like stuffed mushrooms or something, and it turned out they were crab meat stuffed mushrooms the entire time. Same thing. Didn't find out until they reprinted the menu.
I feel like
Not about mushrooms,
most
yeah.
stuffed mushrooms have crab
Yeah,
in them.
mushrooms. Yeah.
Depends on the type of restaurant.
Typically, it's crab.
There was a Spanish restaurant that we used to go to that it was just like breaded stuffing. Didn't have
Yeah.
any meat in it.
Yeah, I'm when I hear stuffed mushrooms, most of the time I think of just like breading.
Yeah, it depends
Kind
on
of like stuffed, like sort of like stuffed clams, or it's a stuffed clam, which I didn't also know is regional, like Northeast sort of thing. But stuffed clam, for people who don't know, is they just take the clam off the shell, mix it with breading, and then put it back in the shell. And I guess they cut
And
up.
it's delicious.
And it's just
Well,
like
because you've got same thing. You've got different variations. You've just got stuffed clams. You've got clams casino and all of that kind of stuff.
I don't.
So-
I don't think I could ever do clam. That's just like me and oyster. I don't think I could ever. Do
Oh, it's
oyster.
really good.
So
Well,
there's,
the
I-
baked
I-
clam
there's
is
a
good.
place down here in Maryland that I go I don't go to anymore because the times. There's a
Because
bar
of the war.
because of the war. 'Cause there's a bar
Because of
down
the
in
incident.
down in downtown Annapolis that I would frequent every now and then. The area, not the bar. That's called Middleton. I think it's Middleton. I could be wrong, but it's in that area. They do oyster shots, and let me tell you something. You either get lucky or very unlucky if you don't like oysters. So the first time I go, the people that I was with, they were like, "Yeah, we're gonna go to Middleton and get some oyster shots." I was like, "I'm gonna have to get one of these because I don't want to be the only man not getting an oyster shot." I guess. All right, fine, whatever.
you
fuck
should have
it.
been a lonely man.
I should have, because here's what happened. The very first oyster shot I've ever had in my life was the biggest fucking oyster, covered with the most amount of tartar sauce. Not tartar sauce. Cocktail sauce.
Cocktail sauce?
Yeah, cocktail
Yeah.
sauce. And they give me it is just a shot of beer. I was like, you need to make it 2 shots of beer. Looking at this one shot of this one oyster shot, because that sucker was so gross, so nasty. I was like, I don't know why I'm doing this to myself. So, cut to like, I don't know, maybe like a year or two later, where my dumbass is going to like just bar hopping for my birthday. And I go to Middleton first. I was like, all right, maybe I just had a bad oyster shot. Let me give it a shot. Let me give it a try again. I go, order oyster shot. I swear to God, it's like this one. This shot was like a lot larger than the first shot I've ever had. I was like, fuck, I actually gotta chew this one. It was horrible. I was just like, I want to go home secretly, but you know what? I need to go and get more drinks. It's so, I don't know why people would do, like, oysters, I can't, ugh.
I only found out a few years ago that oysters are an aphrodisiac.
Yes.
Anything could be an aphrodisiac if you try hard enough.
Yeah, listen,
It's true.
we've been on the internet. There's a lot of weird things going
Yeah.
on.
Cause like someone told me that, and I'm like, excuse me, and she's like, yeah, they're an aphrodisiac. I'm like, the most unappealing food.
Yup.
Like, ugh.
Gets people going, man.
Yeah, man.
I mean, it actually does because of the.
Give me that
thing.
slimy shell thing.
Yeah, give me that disgust. Give
And
me
then
that
piss
fucking
on me.
Sea,
That's
yeah.
like
Give me
like
that sea
jalapenos,
rock.
man.
Give me that meat-filled sea rock, so I can get hard.
Tastes like Poseidon's dick.
I'm mad because like you could actually describe it as such a thing. Ew.
Yeah, I'll have one Poseidon's dick shot.
I'm sure it's a thing.
Oyster shot coming right up.
If we ever wind up like just owning a bar, I'm putting that on the menu.
I'd
Dale,
watch that
Poseidon's
anime.
dick shot sounds like a drink from the after party game.
Yeah. Oh god, yeah, it really does. It does sound like
Ugh.
Devein a shrimp and then fill that vein with alcohol.
That's
We're not letting Rob talk.
Yeah.
I feel like that would take a lot of effort.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really
you would
complicated.
need like
Well, you need a
a
syringe.
very
Much
tiny
work.
syringe.
Yeah.
No one ever said Poseidon's dick was big, alright, man?
No, look at yeah.
It makes a good point.
Yeah.
We've not seen. We cannot confirm.
No, there's plenty of art of Poseidon. Those Romans love to paint people naked.
Yeah. But they also, you know, that hey, according to them, everybody's got a huge dong. All right, we can't even
No,
take their word for gospel anymore.
A lot of Roman sculptures had tiny dicks because it humbled them.
Oh.
They were always rock
See,
hard.
well,
even when
that's
they were
like
soft.
the opposite, right? Like,
Well, they had different values back then.
Well, maybe they were
Yeah, 'cause-
growers and not showers.
yeah, because they were just like, this guy has a tiny
That's
dick.
true.
He has a huge heart. Oh my god.
Tiny dick, huge heart.
Yeah.
Coming to theaters this fall.
As long
Coming
as it's
to
not coming in
Lifetime
theaters.
this
That's the name of my
Coming to life.
That's the name of my new ska band.
Direct to Crackle.
Yeah. Hey, you do not besmirch the name of Crackle.
So food.
Yeah, remember when the
Crackle
Crack.
food.
Okay,
about
you know
food.
what? Crackles are crunch
No, we're talking about
bars.
oysters.
Oysters aren't food.
Yeah, they are, unfortunately.
Unfortunately, everything is food when you put your mind to
Yeah.
it.
It's
Unfortunately.
Speaking of
Yeah.
weird foods, when you guys were in Japan,
Human.
did you guys have any like weird foods? Like actual weird,
They've
not
had
like
shark.
Italian in Japan, but like did you eat like
Shark's not
natto
too
or
weird.
They had
I mean,
Domino's.
I
Oh,
did.
God, no,
I
no, I
did.
would never eat
Dale,
Domino.
name one place
God.
that you can get shark from here.
Long Island. I live in Florida.
Yeah.
You probably get in Florida.
I feel like, I was about to say, I feel like Florida is better off with sharks than
I can
us.
probably get shark here.
Okay, you know
mean,
what?
yeah.
That's fair. Florida is the crazy state.
I
Yeah.
mean, you
I mean,
probably
if-
could get shark on Long Island too.
I mean,
Yeah,
we
I'm
literally
sure you
have
can.
sand sharks in the Sound.
All
so
right,
if
you
y'all
know what?
need
All right,
sharks,
all
you
right.
know,
I get it. I
where-
don't need to be attacked. I
do
stand
we not
corrected.
remember where Jaws took place? Where Jaws is based off of?
Look, that doesn't mean that you can't eat the shark. Like, I know the U.S. has some weird like food laws, so like I just didn't think.
if you listen, if you catch a shark, you know you're not that far from the water, Terrell. Throw a line out there, hope for the best, catch yourself a shark.
I mean, I don't know how I would go about gutting and cooking the shark myself, but I
Yeah.
have caught quite a few sharks in my day.
Pretty easily, actually. I think.
I think
I had one throw up on me. That sucked.
Nice.
Fun.
Pete, if you
I
ever
hope
need
it
help,
didn't
I'm a
awaken anything
professional. I'm
in
an
you.
ex-professional fisherman, so.
Yeah, you get out of here.
Call you-
You and your fishing life.
I miss
But yeah.
fishing.
When we were in Japan, I don't really remember eating anything particularly weird.
I mean,
No.
you ate the chicken, Dale. I noticed that.
Dude, that chicken
but
was so
I-
good.
It is
Family
so
Mart
good. Because in Japan they make their fried chicken with both white and dark meat. So it's just amazing.
They'll cook
like,
like an
I'm never-
entire. They'll cut up an entire
I mean,
chicken and just.
It's
all
great.
pieces.
It's
Yeah,
great.
I ate shark and octopus there. The octopus was really good.
Octopus was so. Well, that's the thing. That was when you, me, and Jerry went to the bar at like 1 in the morning or whatever.
1 in the morning.
And me and Jerry were like, "Oh man, look, they got fried octopus." And then you were just like, "Nah," and I was like, "What? You haven't? You? That's because you had." I said because you have not had good octopus, and we were in the land of the
I
seafood.
think
So
that was the first time I had octopus, actually.
I've had a
Oh,
few
was
times
it? I don't know. I thought you told me that you didn't like it, because
That
it
might
was
have been
rubbery.
me. That was me.
Oh, maybe.
I was
okay.
I was
'Cause I think I
going
had-
out with some friends, and we stopped at an actual Chinese place, like just hidden away in somewhere in Queens. And they're like, "Oh, we're gonna get octopus." I'm like, "All right, I'll try it."
Oh, those aren't.
Turns out,
Fred, you
baby
can't
octopus?
trust. You can't trust like one of those hidden away Chinese
I
places.
know.
Not because they're bad. They're probably legit. But the thing
Yeah.
is, most of the
The
time,
food
they're
was
too
delicious.
legit. Like
Yeah.
you
This
go
was-
in thinking like Chinese takeout, and they're being like, "Yo, we're gonna cook you some Beijing special," and you just get.
you
food
know,
and you're
this
like,
was
"Oh, I
baby
wasn't
octopus in cold sesame oil,
prepared." Yeah.
Ooh.
and I'm just like, "This is not. I do not like this."
But
Yeah.
I remember
Sounds kind of
at,
weird.
at Tiki Tiki, we were looking at the menu of like appetizers, and I'm looking at all the all the different meats. I'm like, shark,
Crocodile.
crocodile, ostrich. I'm like, what is with all these weird fucking animals? And I realized, oh wait, these are all things from Australia.
And yet it's a Hawaiian
Hawaiian
theme.
restaurant.
Well, Australia
Hawaiian
is the
themed
closest,
restaurant with Australian
closest
food.
group of white people to Japan. So. All right, I have a question. Again, keeping on the Japan topic. Not food, but drink. Recently, I've become aware of something called Strong Zero.
Okay, yeah.
Did you guys have any experience with Strong Zero?
Oh yeah, totally.
Well,
I need
yeah,
to
Freddie.
look-
Freddie, I know you get crunk.
I need to look
habitually,
it up. Hold on.
Living the straight edge lifestyle over there.
What's-
Wait, is this
know.
a new thing? Because again, we
No,
went
Strong Zero's
upstairs.
been around a while.
Apparently, it's been around for a while, but like over the past.
oh,
Like,
yeah, I had
month,
this.
I just heard a bunch about it.
Oh,
Yes.
and I'm like,
I kept seeing
Rob-
it. I didn't try it.
Rob, I did because the first thing I did
Oh,
when
I've
we got
seen
to
these
Japan
cans before.
is I went to the liquor section and just bought beer and bottles of sake and just like filled our fridge with alcohol.
That 7-Eleven sake.
Yeah.
Dude, the like
7
the
and
convenience
9.
stores like sold like Jack Daniels. And
Oh,
shit.
it's a chew
Oh
house.
yeah,
like,
dude, they got their own.
7-Eleven
used to
is 7-Eleven in Japan is like a fucking supermarket. It's amazing.
7-Eleven, Family Mart, Mini Stop. Mini Stop was the closest one.
and
Stop was the one we went to like every
Lawson.
night.
Lawson,
Oh,
yeah.
Lawson's. Yeah. Oh god.
But
they're,
yes,
they're so
I did
ahead
have
of us.
strong.
See, like,
They are. That's why they're amazing.
like I know,
But-
like I know,
Alright,
I have
so
a few friends who like to rail on me for like just liking like a lot of things that Japan does, but like 7-Elevens, yeah, that's pretty much what I get a lot. But it's like the seven,
Dude,
there's
you can
a
go to
lot that I love. The fact that it's like a 7-Eleven is like its own little grocery store. Like
Yeah.
there, like an
You
actual
can go to
proper.
like a 7-Eleven and buy porn and a sex
Yeah, it's-
egg.
God damn it! No, we're not talking about that in this podcast.
Not again.
Can I offer you a sex egg in these trying times?
This is about edible food, not sexual.
Yeah, not
eggs.
not fuckable food.
you know what? I think you could
Stay
probably
tuned
fuck
for
a
part 2,
regular
fuckable food.
egg. Donuts and bagels.
Don't
Oh,
Butter's in the fridge.
Is that a quiche?
cantaloupe?
this is just such a segue.
Melons.
Going back to those oysters for a second.
Oh no.
Pete, tell me about Strong Zero again. So is this thing like really like apparently?
I mean, I thought it was fine.
Did you
like,
have
it's
one, or-
here's. I had two different ones. I had like,
but like, did
a
you have them
cherry
back to
one.
back, or did you like?
I did have them back to back.
Because apparently,
the
from
strong,
what I'm hearing,
strong
is,
zero
there's-
was like one.
Like they you don't feel it, so then it just hits. Like you'll have like 3, but because they have like the alcohol of like 2 beers,
I'm assuming.
like, you just get fucked
I'm
super
assuming that's
quickly.
just.
I looked it up.
Yeah,
They're like
but
9%.
I'm assuming.
Yeah, they're 9% ABV.
Yeah.
But
it's-
they're a chuhai, which is a highball cocktail that's also made with soju. So that sucker is probably gonna creep on you.
Soju's my jam.
Soju is so fucking good. Like that's what I was. So
Hey.
that was what I was drinking before I was tricked into drinking a whole bottle of vodka.
Yeah, I remember that. We didn't see you for that night.
I like
No,
that you were
you didn't.
tricked into.
Well, they told me we were playing spin the bottle, and they told me that it was a bottle of soju that we were using. I was like, okay, cool, and it was. And I was dared to drink the rest of the bottle, so I said, okay.
Jesus.
So I didn't know that they just replaced it with vodka.
Oh.
And the thing is, it was such smooth vodka that I didn't realize it until I finished drinking it. Because as soon as the bottle left my lips and oxygen flew into my mouth, I could taste it. I was like, oh my god, what did I do?
In defense of the bottle,
Made
even if
mistakes,
you chugged
apparently.
a bottle of soju, you still would have been shithoused.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Either
Soju
way,
ain't no joke.
the moral of that story is we was not gonna see Pete for the rest of that night once he went behind those closed doors.
That's how
No,
people
once I
blacked
went
out on
behind
the
that-
Thursday.
Oh, that night. Okay.
The night that I
The night
that I
everybody got
don't
drunk.
remember. It was the night I don't remember, but Rob Matz said he had to take me to the bathroom.
Yes. Well,
Okay.
Yep. You just sat up in bed and said, "I need help."
I don't remember this at all.
From lay perfectly asleep to all of a sudden sit up, look over. I need help.
I just picture the Undertaker
Stories are
sitting
good.
up.
I
That
feel
time you
alright.
threw
So
that
I
trash
feel
can.
I feel that vibe.
Listen. We're talking about
Yeah, we're
food,
going
you
back
guys.
to-
In the lack of food that you ate that night.
I mean,
Probably
no, I-
he
that
ate
one.
food, it just didn't stay in.
No, I stayed in. That was the
He
probably,
didn't
that was
throw
probably
up.
the issue.
He just was so worried about it. He's like, I can't get there.
I feel that
in the
vibe,
emo-
Pete, because when I made it to my hotel room that night, I hit the floor. I was like, "Oh man, I'm gonna be in trouble if I need to get up for anything serious." Well,
Well,
hopefully
like,
they
the
don't
thing is,
find
like-
me dead
floor.
with vomit. Because I was.
When-
In,
well,
in
the
the
thing is-
immortal, in the immortal words of Nathan Explosion, booze is not food.
That's, you know what? That's fair.
Yeah.
That's probably words to actually live by, unfortunately, because some people don't know
Yeah.
that.
I got 2 food
gotta go
stories
to the food
to bring
library.
us back on top.
Yeah,
of
All
this.
right, give us
Food
a
library.
food story. We need to leave this. I don't. This is a whole.
Yeah,
nother
we're
topic.
going places. So 2 food stories, both involving pizza, because that's how I live my life.
on the edge.
Yeah.
Don't drop those pizzas.
Don't drop those pizzas. Yeah, so I ordered these pizzas and I scraped the cheese off because I'm an animal, and then I ate this mysterious, lightly sauced bread. It was great.
Where'd the cheese go?
Don't worry about it. All right, no. I was in, because we're on the topic of foreign food adventures. I was in Spain, and I'm ordering a pizza at this restaurant.
Hey.
And I'm looking through here, and I kind of want, for whatever reason, I just want a pepperoni pizza, right? Little, I'm not even, I wasn't Little Rob. I don't really know how old I was at this time. It was a while ago.
Was it pre-college?
It was either around college or before.
All right, so
It was.
so mid to late teen, pre-internet celebrity Rob. Lowe.
Yeah. So I wanted a pepperoni pizza, right? And so I told the waitress pepperoni pizza. I didn't know at the time pepperoni doesn't exist outside of America. Right?
Huh.
They're
No,
just
that's
like, what
no.
is this meat?
Like
that you're talking about?
pepperoni is an American amalgamation of
Deliciousness?
salami. In Europe, if you want something, it's a salami. They're all different types of salamis, but they're all salamis. They had salami pizza. I didn't order that because I'm like, why the fuck would I put salami on pizza, man?
This
I
delicious,
ordered
you
pepperoni
bastard.
pizza. What I got back was a pizza absolutely covered in shredded bell peppers.
Yo, I love peppers
That
on my
does
pizza.
sound good though.
I'm not really about bell peppers that much, so I'm like, I think I ended up like I actually did scoop off like half of that because there was so many. It was literally like coated, like you really couldn't see the cheese. It was just pepper. And I was like, I mean, it was good pizza. It was just I wish I had meat instead of peppers. Second story of pizzas. This one's we were still in America for this one. We're in America. Don't remember where. I want to say it was like Pennsylvania, but it could have been. Like
I mean, it's a pretty
Virginia
small
or
country.
Vermont.
I'm sure.
It was somewhere on East Coast, possibly Northeast, possibly unclear.
It's the Beast Coast.
Beast Coast. So I pulled a Pete and I ordered some buffalo chicken pizza. All right.
Cool.
Well, I think I've told you the story because what I got was not what I was expecting. I was expecting like if we go over here, you go to Vincenzo's or one of them, you get a buffalo chicken pizza. When we got buffalo chicken pizza the other day, you get a pizza.
Yeah, we did. It was.
And it's normally it'll actually have like cheese and sauce, and then on
And then
top
add chicken with like the buffalo sauce on it. Yeah.
Buffalo sauce, and then maybe they'll drizzle a little buffalo sauce, or maybe they'll put like splotches of blue cheese dressing or something like that.
Or ranch or something like that.
Yeah.
Depending on where you go.
What I got was they took the pizza crust, a full-size pizza, like this is 17, 18-inch pizza. No tomato sauce. Instead of tomato sauce, a bed of buffalo sauce.
Oh my god.
Jesus.
And then shredded
I'm into
chicken
it.
throughout the whole pizza, and then little bits of blue cheese like dressing throughout. It was literally like a soup, right? Because you
That
could,
sounds
because it's
horrible.
like because it wasn't like they put like the amount of tomato sauce. They just kind of emptied a bottle of sauce.
This pizza
And,
sounded good
Oh.
until you said it was like a soup.
Yeah, that was the thing. Like if they replaced the sauce
it was
with like
tomato sauce.
with like a creamy like maybe buffalo
Yeah.
sauce
Or
or
that,
something, and then like
Or, like-
put shredded chicken and then topped it with cheese,
That
that
would've
would have
been
been
the-
fine.
and
Oh,
again,
like a
no
stuffed
mozzarella.
sauce.
Again, no mozzarella.
Yeah, you didn't say cheese. I understand that.
said
That's
blue
what's making
cheese,
me very
which is
upset.
gross.
This
No,
and like
doesn't
so
count.
you eat it as you do. As a New Yorker, you fold it, as John Stewart said, you fold it and you eat it one-handed. Yeah, no, you do that and it's just like leaking out of both sides because it's just
Oh,
Ew.
how do they expect you to eat it?
With a fork and
With
With
a
a-
knife
with
and
a
a
spoon?
fork.
like a
No, with a
heathen.
spoon.
you
apparently.
can't even eat it with a knife and a fork because it's just gonna fall off the fork.
With a spoon.
You're just
mock
gonna
it up
be
with
eating
the crust.
you're just gonna be eating spicy bread at that point.
Spicy bread.
You're just
One order
you're
of
just gonna
spicy
be
bread.
eating spicy air.
Yeah. Now the
Waiter,
trick
your
is
spiciest bread.
yeah. So that was what I ordered because I ordered the entire pie because I was on vacation and I ordered the entire pie thinking, all right, I'll save this for the rest of the vacation. I have like a slice here, a slice there.
Oh.
Just save this bread soup.
and
I'll
then I
have
got
a
it and I
bowl
was
here,
like,
a bowl there.
oh no. So I ate and bro, it's literally just like take a bottle of Frank's and just drink it.
Oh no, Frank's that quality?
Like Frank's Buffalo. Because it's traditional
Frank's.
buffalo
Oh,
wing
probably.
sauce.
I
It wasn't
mean-
anything special.
I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of Frank's. I don't know what it is. I think it's because it's just
Frank's
I
regular
don't know.
or Frank's Buffalo? Because their buffalo
Frank's
sauce
regular.
tastes... Yeah, their Frank's regulars, Their buffalo sauce tastes normal. But yeah, so like I had 2 slices. I'm literally sweating and crying because it's just the amount of pure heat.
No, you were really crying because that was just an amalgamation of insanity.
Yeah, that too. And but then
there was too much of one thing and not
Or the
enough
other,
of
yeah.
or not
there
even
wasn't enough
any of
pizza,
another.
Too much buffalo. And but here's the question. Here's the answer, right? How do you eat that? You wait for it to get cold because once,
And then
because once it's cold,
does it coagulate?
It kind of coagulated. That and not being hot out of the oven kind of dilutes like the spice a little bit. So it was somewhat edible once it was like cold. But that straight out of the oven, like fresh, oh my god. Lord have mercy.
I like the idea in theory, though. Putting a regular layer of buffalo sauce down,
Yeah,
shredded
that was-
chicken, and then top that with mozzarella. I don't want the blue
Yeah.
cheese.
Yeah,
but-
like a
was
thin layer of
potential.
sauce.
There was potential. The execution was botched. Hard. Hard.
Like, I wonder if that's how they normally do it, or did you just have an idiot on staff?
That, I like. Who knows? Maybe it could have been. Maybe their normal pizza guy wasn't there.
Or maybe they knew you were from New York. They're like, oh, this guy thinks his pizza's better than ours.
Yeah,
Let's
right.
fuck
Yeah,
with
let's-
him.
let's give this
I
man
was
a
sitting there in my
Chicago
Yankee hat, be like, let's see what they got, and the guy in the back be like, I'll show this bitch.
Yeah, let's give this man a Chicago deep dish that's really just a bread bowl of buffalo sauce and chicken.
Bro, I wouldn't be mad if I got a Chicago deep dish. Like, at least then I'll know, I'll know what to expect.
Yeah, but
this
like I
was-
said, that's a bread bowl with hot sauce and chicken.
Yeah. I mean, that's...
If you got a
I'm gonna
Chicago
go to Panera and order a bread bowl.
yeah, if you got a Chicago
Bring it
deep
all
dish-
back. Can I just have the crust of a bread, sir, please, filled with hot sauce and chicken?
Oh man, that's just disgusting. I wouldn't wish that upon my worst enemy.
But yeah, that's
Or would
that's,
I?
No, you
So-
replace the buffalo wing sauce with even hotter,
Yeah.
with the bomb, or that stuff that Pete has that has a little bullet as a fucking topper.
What?
Pete has like a bottle
has,
of
like, a
hot
hot sauce.
Yeah, he got it
Oh,
somewhere.
okay.
And I guess we lost Pete, but
Or he
he
muted
has a bottle of
himself.
hot sauce, and it has like the topper is like, I don't remember if it was like a charm or if it's the actual like top or whatever, but it's the shape of a bullet. And we were all there. Freddie was there.
Yeah.
Dale, I'm pretty sure you were there too.
Probably.
But we were all there and we ordered pizza, and it was like we were all trying it, and it's just heat. It's not.
I have this on video somewhere.
Oh,
I think it's
that-
on
yeah.
YouTube.
Yeah, and
it's on,
it
it's on
didn't
yours
even
or
taste
Pete's
good.
YouTube.
It's on
It was
Pete's.
just like hot, like smoky, like Chipotle to like the ninth power. Which I don't
Chipotle
really
is delicious.
Chipotle is just too smoky for me. Like I don't even like the flavor of it. But
So
I like Chipotle.
he's back.
I have a
Chipotle's
story
good.
about people fucking up somewhat regional things. So the IHOP near me had a special going for, I think it's still going, where they have a bacon, egg, and cheese, but it's on like a brioche bun. How do you
Brioche?
pronounce that?
Brioche.
Brioche. Yeah, which isn't bad.
It's basically
But
buttered bread. It's
the-
just
the first-
hella buttery.
The first time I ordered
Sounds
it, like 10 minutes before my pickup, I got a call. They're like, yeah, we don't know what a breakfast sandwich is. And every time I tried to explain it to them, they kept cutting me off and offered me like a ham sandwich in replace that was like twice the price. And I'm like, no. And eventually I just gave up on trying to tell them what it was. And then like the next day they called me and they were like, so yeah, it turns out it was on the limited time offer menu. That's why we didn't know what it was. So they gave me a coupon. So I tried ordering it again. And I opened it, I get home, I open it up, and I go to eat the sandwich. I'm like, there's something missing from this. So I pick up the bun, and there's no fucking bacon. And I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with these people?
I don't
Thankfully, I had
understand that.
some
Like,
bacon.
It's just again, take whatever is on a Grand Slam and put it in a sandwich.
It's literally
Make
bacon,
somebody make a
egg,
Patrick
and
meme where it's
cheese.
just like, why don't you take this and
And
put
push
it
it
on
forward.
there?
Yeah. So I ordered food from them like a third time, and I'm talking to them, and the woman there's like, "Yeah, you're that guy that had that order." I'm like, "Okay, I've ordered from here like twice, and you somehow know my name. I really don't like that."
Hey man, maybe
Yeah,
you
you're the weirdo.
Terrifying.
You're the
But-
reason that they had to look at their limited time
Yeah.
menu that probably was existing for a month at this point, and they're like, "Oh shit!" It's
So
here."
apparently I got there early because she's like, "Yeah, so it's still being made." So like, what? It's just eggs and cheese on a bun? I'm like, "No, there's bacon too." And she's like,
Blows
"Oh."
her mind.
And she goes back into the back, and I hear her talking to the chef, being like, "Oh no, there's supposed to be bacon on that too." And I'm like, "How dumb are you
They
fucking
have
people?"
they get the menu. Can't they fucking read?
Yeah. No, they
Are
can't.
they
Apparently they can't.
retarded?
And the last time I ordered, because I'm fucking done with that IHOP. The last time I ordered chicken and waffles. Do you know what they gave me?
Waffles.
Pancake and waffle.
Okay, no.
Chicken.
You can't fuck up the sacred
Fuck this
combo
place.
of chicken and waffles.
Somehow just
Yeah.
hurt
You just
the
don't
entirety of
I
Terrell's
ordered
being.
How
chicken.
do you fuck
I
up
ordered
I
chicken
can
the
and
sacred
understand
combo
how they
of chicken and waffles? Nah, fuck out of here. That is
Yeah,
so
I got
black.
chicken
the
and pancakes.
South.
Now, Terrell,
Got
I'm going to tell you
chicken
something
and
that
pancakes. I
might
was
get you
so
mad. Pancakes are just flaccid waffles with no.
I mean, it's
whipping
No,
true.
that's fine. I don't care.
Slightly different
That's
batter.
fine. That's fine. You can. It's whatever.
Cooking oil in
but
one
when
of
you
them.
when someone
But-
asks for chicken and waffles, you fucking
you
give
give
them
them-
chicken and waffles. Not
And it has to
fucking
be a nice
pancakes
Possibly
and
be
waffles.
those
too.
ingredients.
Yeah, otherwise it's gonna get super soggy super
Yeah.
fast.
Pete, have,
Yeah,
have
also-
I told you about Five Guys? Five Brothers?
Five
Chicken and
brothers.
waffles?
Yes, you have.
Have you been? Not, or not yet.
No, you said you were gonna take me. You
Five
never
brothers?
did.
You know, the things happened.
Are we talking about Five Guys?
Yeah,
or
I
are
know
you talking
things
about some
happen.
knockoff?
The world ended.
Are we talking about Five Guys or some random knockoff?
Five brothers. Now, okay,
Fidelity.
so
Yeah,
I was at
man.
work, and I was talking with my boss at the time. My boss was black, right? So he knows things, and he's always trying to get me to eat oxtail. I'm not gonna eat oxtail.
It's delicious, by the way. The oxtail's great.
I'm not
First
gonna
of
eat
all,
fucking oxtail. Anyway,
do it.
so we were talking about fried chicken and waffles, and then one of our regulars comes in, and we're all three of us are just bullshitting, and then he's just like, "Yo, Five Brothers in on 112, Patch Hog," and I was like, "All right, word, all right, I'm gonna go." Now, if somebody tells you there's a chicken and waffle place, and it's called Five Brothers, I'm thinking I'm gonna walk in and see Five Brothers. You know what I'm saying, Terrell?
Yeah, I see where this is going.
I walk in and they were not. They may have been brothers. They were not brothers. They were brown. I'm not sure what kind of brown. But
Oh my god.
and I'm like, oh, because it's kind of like it's weird because like the menu is like a halal place menu, but with fried chicken and waffles. And I
That
was
kind of like how Long Island empanada is run by white people.
yeah, exactly.
Well, there's this place up in Jersey.
I think
Speaking,
the-
I actually
wasn't
did.
the original-
I noticed that today.
Well, yeah, by you because
Yeah, because I live in Whitesville,
Yeah.
so
um.
we have one black guy and it's Day Day.
And he's renowned throughout the whole community.
Oh,
And
Keep an
Tony
eye
Yayo.
on him. Oh, is he doing hood shit?
Oh
again?
shit, we don't even want to talk about what happened with Tony Yayo.
That's a story
for like
for
all
another
of 2
day.
seconds. I still love
Actually,
that
wait, that
Spider-Man
means you got
meme
two
that
because you
did.
got Day Day and Tony Yayo.
Pete, I still love that Spider-Man thing you did like a while back.
Oh, yeah.
That's
The Spider-Man
that was
meme.
the funniest thing
Yeah.
ever. Oh, but yeah, no, there's a place up in Jersey that's kind of like some of these places you're talking about. I don't know if it's still there, but back when I was a kid and when we used to live up in Jersey, there's a place somewhere not far from Patterson. I almost want to say it was like River.
Yeah, we know places in Jersey.
Patterson's well known.
Man,
Yeah, Patterson is
Hoboken,
actually
am I
kind of
right?
Maho Pock?
But there was this Mexican joint. And I mean, when you walk in, you expect something different, but it was ran by like a bunch of Asian people, and they made some bomb ass Mexican food, like very bomb Mexican food.
Like, I don't care who is running what, as long as the
Good.
food is
I
good.
got
Yeah.
a story
Yeah.
segueing off of that. So continue.
But it's like that whole fiverless thing where it's just like you catch a name, you're like, all right, I know what I'm in for. You walk in, it's like this is not what I was in for.
Yeah. I actually have two stories. One's a super quick one. I was at like
Alright.
like a food fair thing. I think I told Pete about. Like I invited Pete, but he couldn't go. And one of the
Yeah.
things was they had there was like a taqueria place, and I got like some Mexican street corn from them because I was eating from everything, so I couldn't. So I'm like, you know what? Let me get the corn.
Wait, is that-
That's unique to them.
is that the food fair where like that woman got like deep fried or something?
No, not that one.
What?
Not that
No,
one.
that was a bacon festival. And a
Yeah, that was
person
at
got
Bacon
hit
Fest in
by
Ball
a-
Hill. I tried going to that one with Pete also.
Yeah, that was
Oh,
the bacon
God.
Pete and-
festival that a
Pete and
car
MB.
fell off of something and ran somebody over.
Yeah,
And severed
we
their
got
arm
there
off.
Oh,
the
yeah.
second it happened because as
Yeah.
we're walking into the fair, it's closed off.
Everybody's
People
leaving.
are coming through the woods, and we're like, "What's going on?"
We're like, what
and
happened?
nobody really knows. They're like, "Yeah, we can't walk there. We can't leave. They're just getting rid of us." And we're like, and then eventually we find out like something happened with this woman who got like apparently they had a truck, like an army truck Humvee something as like a display, and somebody fucked with the parking brake and it rolled down.
Well, it's because they let people go in it
Which-
and check it out, and someone apparently hit the emergency brake
He moves.
off, and it just because it was on an incline, so it started rolling off the stage and just pinned this one woman to a wall, and unfortunately severed her arm.
Everybody else saw a truck and got out of the way, and she saw it and said, high five.
And you know what?
Uh.
Me and Pete had to pay our parking, and we didn't get.
We
refunded.
did. Yeah, like literally, we got.
We
like,
were the
'cause
last ones!
obviously, we were literally the last people in the parking lot, paid for parking, and then as soon as we paid, the security guy left because it must have just happened then because everybody, security-wise, ran that way.
Yeah, and B
So
came
anyway,
in
so
right
anyway.
after we had as we parked. He came in and he's just like, "Oh yeah, I didn't have to pay for parking." And we're like, "What?" And then you see like the ambulances go by, and we're like, "Oh, whoa."
We're like, oh shit.
Hey Pete,
But yeah,
that's a damn shame.
what's up?
Wow.
I won't even say that's a damn shame. I'm just gonna say that sucks.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, that
But,
that
okay,
does
back
It's
to my
fucked
thing.
up.
So,
Sorry to
Mexican street
derail.
corn.
Sorry, what were you-
Mexican street corn was made by a white guy, and my mom was at the fair with me actually, and she's just like she's like grilling the guy making the corn. She's like, "Oh, I don't know if I could trust a white guy Mexican." And I'm like, "Yo, if his corn's fire, I don't care what he looks like. If it's it's a recipe. You
If the
found this on
food-
cooking.com. It better be good."
Yeah, if the food is bomb, I don't give a damn. Just give me the food so I can put it in my mouth.
Yeah. Now
Also,
on
cooking.com does not exist.
it will
Bad
now.
check.
Yes.
Buy that domain, boy.
I'm so mad you checked.
But yeah, so now we're going to the alternate situation where I was out east. I was at my dad's house, and my stepmom. It was me and MB again, bringing MB back. So we're out there, and my stepmom's like, "Oh, hey, you guys want Mexican food?" And I'm like, "You know what? Sure, why not? Let's do it. I'm down." Keep in mind, we're out east. Out east, Mexicans don't exist. They're working the wineries. They don't make the food. They pick the food. It's true.
Wow, that just hit me in waves though.
So we go to this place, and it's a Chinese takeout place that has a neon sign that says tacos.
Wait. Oh,
There's a place like this near my new office.
wait.
Terrell, Chinese takeout, like generic ass Chinese takeout. You walk in, they have the banner that every Chinese takeout
Yeah.
has, that has the plate, of chicken and broccoli,
Yeah.
General Tao. It's all there, and then but off to the right they have like a little like 4 pictures of their taco section, and they have the menu there, and I'm like, nope. Mm-mm.
So wait. All right, hold up. Here's a question. Do they look like tacos, or were they supposed to be like Asian tacos?
No, they went for Mexican. They were trying Mexican.
Ooh, but
And
like they
everyone
put
else-
the only
taco
thing-
meat in a wonton?
Was that like the only like? Shut the fuck up.
They're just making empanadas now.
So was like that like the only Mexican they had on the menu?
They had a quote unquote traditional like little Mexican section.
Would
Like,
you
nothing
eat a beef and
wild,
broccoli
but the
taco?
basics
Because I
of
think
it.
I would.
So everyone else, they all have their mind on Mexican food, and I'm like, there's no Mexicans in this kitchen, and I'm like, you know what? I'm not gonna trust it. I'm not feeling it. I do not feel it in my bones that I could trust these people right now. I ordered Chinese food. I got like General
Good.
Tao's or whatever. My General Tao's fine. Wasn't great. It was fine. Taco salad was literally a fried tortilla with lettuce and like a little baggie of olives and like a little baggie of like whatever else. The NB got nachos, which was literally somebody took a bag of Tostitos, put it in a tray, in a foam tray, and just sprinkled some shredded. I don't even know if it was shredded cheese. They might have just taken a white candle and shredded that because it had no flavor at all. I think my dad got like a taco, which was like hard shell taco, which again, it's like, you know, you go to the store, you get those El Paso hard shells, and they put just unspiced meat, and again put that little bit of shredded lettuce and the mystery candle cheese, and I'm like, yo, it's a good thing I didn't order this because it looked like a first grader.
I think they used one of those like Jesus candles to make it extra taco-y.
Possibly.
That just sounds horrible. Like, I'm glad you walked into that situation, saw what they had, and was just like, nah, I don't trust this.
Yeah, because I'm like, you know what? If they had the fact that the most amount of effort they had was just a neon taco sign and like this janky ass menu that was just right next to their real food, I'm like, no, they're not taking pride in this.
But like, why?
Back to the other guy, like the taqueria guy,
Right,
the food truck. He has like a whole food truck dedicated to his Mexican food. I trust this man. I don't trust these people.
But like,
Now, what if that Chinese place was taking Chinese food and putting it on tacos? Like, what if they offered you like a beef and broccoli taco?
You know what?
I'd go for it.
Yeah.
I'd be more
Hell,
willing
I
to
would
go
fucking
for it.
try
At the same
that.
time, that's just eating, you know, Chinese food in a
taco,
tortilla
yeah,
shell.
yeah.
Exactly. But what if they're
Let's try it.
offering it? It's still a taco. Maybe it's not traditional, but it's still technically a taco being
I mean,
on a taco
while
shell.
true, I did not see that option on the. I guess you could just combo that.
yeah.
Hey, you could have just asked them.
Wombo
I'll have the
combo.
General Tso's taco.
Come up with
Yeah.
Hey
come up with
guys,
the secret.
guys.
Yeah, I think it's
Is a hot dog a taco?
oh
Oh,
god.
fuck out of here.
I think the taco's dependent on the
All
shell.
right.
No,
I think
hey,
on
hey,
that
you
note,
know
it's
what?
the
Hold
end
on.
of the
Because it's
It's
on
time
bread,
to-
I'd say no.
Think about this. A hot dog is a
Sandwich.
a smaller version of like a sausage, right? Now, if
I
you have a
would say
sausage
it's a
in a
sandwich
bun,
before I'd say it's a
that
taco.
is a sausage hero. A sausage, a
sandwich.
hero is a sandwich. By this logic, a hot dog is just a tinier sandwich.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a conversation for part
This
two.
is going. I think it's time to wrap it up. We're,
Is
Much
it a
like
burrito or a dumpling that we're wrapping it up in? You know?
all right. I want to thank everybody listening
Or
to
an
the Untitled
empanada.
Nobodies
Calzone.
podcast.
Calzone.
I want to apologize for everyone listening for how many people showed up today. But you know, when you talk about the thing you love,
I believe
It's
I was
true.
requested.
yeah, I requested your presence because of the bread.
Raw toast situation.
Raw toast.
The raw
Yeah.
toast. I want to thank everyone for listening once again. If you're following us on YouTube, make sure to subscribe and like the video. We're on
that
iTunes
bell.
and hit the notification bell. We're on iTunes and Podcast
Ding,
Addict, I
ding.
believe is the right one.
I think it's podcast. Addict.
Yes.
And yeah,
Also on iPod, whatever
Apple
it's called.
Store.
The-
iTunes.
I
iTunes.
just said
Yeah,
that.
he said
iTunes?
iTunes. Pete.
It's hard
Are
to
we
tell.
are we
right?
available
There's seven of
wherever
us
your
in
favorite
here.
podcasts are found?
Yes.
Yeah, there you
Pretty
go.
much.
We're on Spotify.
We're on
No.
Spoofy?
Spotify has
I gotta
to come
see
to
that,
us.
actually.
We can't go
I didn't know
to them.
Spotify had podcasts.
Oh,
Yeah,
they do.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
So does
Alright.
Google.
All right. So thank
Make-
everyone
make
for
sure to
listening,
dig the
and we'll see you
podcast.
next time. Oh God.
Quick,
Visit our
end it now,
GeoCities.
while we still have the
Yeah, you can find us
chance.
on Daily Motion.
Yeah. Yeah, Freddie, have you got our Daily Motion page up yet?
Tomorrow.
All right.
All right,
Counting
people.
on it by the time
All
this
right.
goes up.
All right, bye.
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 Will bacon solve all of a world's problems? What is the best condiment to go for eggs? And can we get even more people to join us in future episodes? Find out next time on the podcast.
Dragon Ball Z.
Copyright infringement. Be careful.